We have to continually be strengthened enough internally to take on the difficult work of transforming the systems in which we're living, reorganizing our economy, how we use materials, our relationship to the earth, the ways that we protect communities and think about adaptation through infrastructure and architecture, and importantly, our relationships to one another in the places where we live. All of this is calling on us to live in a very different way. Many say, the climate crisis is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that's true, but a definition that a young climate activist gave me once, which I like even more, is it's not a marathon, it's a relay race. And so you pass the baton to other actors in society around you, and your friends and your fellow organizers and so on, leaders who can be on the vanguard, pushing that front of resilience and mitigation and adaptation and change while you rest, because you cannot go with the urgency of this at all times. And we need to engage in deep self-preservation, practices of self-care, and taking breaks and allowing ourselves to focus on all the joyous things, right? And so we can have this nice dynamic of passing that baton and taking breaks as we need, which is a component of that transformational resilience. But I'm working with a group of researchers to try and come up with a psychometric scale to actually measure what we mean by transformational resilience. And the definition that we're working with for now is transformational resilience is the ability to flexibly adapt and grow in response to dynamic changes posed by the climate and ecological crises, while maintaining psychological, emotional, and social well-being in the presence of distress, channeling distress into care and action. So I think particularly in, I can speak as a North American, that in this culture here, we don't know how to sit with distress. We run from distress. There's no being with, right? And that is the emotional immaturity at play, which is rampant. And we need to find and build and nourish the capacities to be with the distress, which is going to be part of the picture, and likely increase in its volume, so that we can simultaneously maintain a brightness of mind and preserve our well-being while there is distress, and find ways to not only honor the distress and understand what it points out to us about what we care about, but channel aspects of its energy into care and action, which is going to be demanded of us ongoingly. And that, just understand, this is not about personal well-being. This is about collective care, which will, of course, translate into personal well-being too.